Hi everyone, this is Nikki Yu. It's a Friday, so you're watching the Awesome10X Philippine Market Update today. Just wanted to invite all of you to come to our free Friday class. Take note that Awesome10X YouTube channel we are always hosting every Friday a class, and we want to share to you that our class topic today is actually silver and green. Do you want to have silver and green in your portfolio? So why we think that it belongs to it. So we're going to talk about some metals such as the silver metal and what it belongs to in a solar panel portfolio. So green and silver. So join us, work from home, and make money at the same time discarding Awesome 10X. Just subscribe to Awesome 10X YouTube channel. You've got the notifications and that's it. All right, so let's take a look at the Philippines. Your index is 6,494, down 45 points. And when you take a look at the index, you're seeing that the biggest gainer is still mining. So yesterday, we already saw mining go up with a very low market value traded. What the market likes are mostly mining issues. So from an index perspective, if you take a look at the mining issues, the strongest moves today are your LC, Nickel Asia. LC and LCB are just one and the same. You've got your Semirara, Felix Petroleum, Apex Mining, FNI, CPM, Felix. So it was up and then it was down. But you could see that the market is definitely putting in some money into the mining sector. Now let's take a look at your stats. Top traded names. Actually, before that, let's read first the index, no? So index movers, let's just read it. Okay, 30 names. ICT 128, MPI 405, Metrobank 44.7, GT Capital 536, Globe 1850, Megaworld 338, San Miguel Corporation 116.8, Aboitiz Power 355, BPI 83, First Gen 31, Emperador 1046, DMCI 527, Bloomberry 7, Security Bank 118.8, Luciatan Group 13.6, Pure Gold 36.5, BDO is 104.8, Jollibee is 179.5, Meralco's 273.8, AGI is 10.9, Robinson's Retail is 54.45, Robinson's Land 17.36, URC is 128.5, SM is 9.78, PLDT is 12.55, AC is 7.58, AEV is 35, Ayala Land is 33.25, SM Prime is 35.85, JG Summit is 58.4. Amongst the companies here, there's nothing that I want to buy except perhaps maybe if I would just want dividends, I'll probably get some Globe. Globe is, of course, the partner subsidiary of GCash. I actually shared it yesterday that Globe actually is helping a lot of the Filipinos through the GCash. GCash is their main subsidiary. Let's take a look. Glow and Faces Trader. Okay, so you can search me and add me on your Twitter. So GCash has already launched the G-Invest, allowing Filipinos to own global stocks. And they're also investing a lot on food delivery wars. This is fighting against your Grab and Delivery Hero, which is the owner of Food Panda. And then, as you could see, they raised a lot of cash, over $175 million in new capital. So the wars are happening, and I'd say that GCash and Grab is going to be helpful actually to many Filipinos and a lot of Southeast Asians. In GCash, you can also do this one, Kabayan, libre ang GCash to give GCash kahit abroad ka. Cash in na para magpera padala, pay bills, buy load at iba pa. This is available for all Philippine networks on roaming and Wi-Fi. Kaya mo GCash, mo GCash. So I think that over time, the cashless world is really going to dominate the entire Southeast Asian Republic. And if you take a look at the situation in Southeast Asia, it opens up to a very strong catalyst for GCash. So GCash and Grab. So I think that the fintech movement in Southeast Asia is really going to happen with three players. The biggest players would be, well, maybe four players: GCash, Paymaya, Grab Money, CPay, C-Money, which is the Shopee Money. So I do think that in a high growth scenario where you see Grab right now, you've got negative cash flow, and that's also what's happening with GCash. Of course, it has to be fixed in the long term, but when there's high growth, it's usually required, and that's what is required to change the entire Southeast Asia. You want to enable wealth management options, the same way that Ant Financial has done with China. You know, the most successful story in China is Alipay and WeChat. So if you're making people's lives better for 650 million people, that's very good. And utility and numbers is really my type of investment. So I bought a lot of AGC. Altimeter Growth is your grab. You'll notice that we've got really an enigmatic leader, and that's Anthony Tan and Huiling Tan. You've got a lot of investors backing it up. Of course, Masayoshi-san, ever since we really like AGC. And actually, Grab has focused on getting all their employees vaccinated by 2022. Grab delivers, Grab driver, Grab delivery people, everyone. So I hope that you want, and the $4.5 billion SPAC deal that Grab has done, actually 10% of that, $450 million, is allocated to all the Grab drivers, Grab employees for their medical health insurance. It's called Grab Health. So Grab is doing 3 vertical types, the ones that I like. Basic payments, basically Fintech, Fintech of Southeast Asia through Grab Financial Holdings. That encompasses everything from financing to payment tollway, to paying bills and anything. No. Then of course delivery. And when you talk about delivery, they've already got so many merchant partners, and because delivery, they are working hand in hand, of course, for the Grab Cloud Kitchen. So when you take a look at the entire scenario, so you've got the delivery wars. They are already the number one, as well as the ride hailing. You've got actually an e-commerce segment on that end, as well as a lot of Shopify install. It's similar to Shopify because it enables your small and medium enterprises through the Grab Financial Holdings to help their current clients to expand and do better. So from the Jolly Jeep vendors to the Grab drivers, even to the extent that their families can get those loans because they are employees, and not just the employees, but also any Grab user and Grab consumer. So I do think that the consumer financial experience for the rest of the Filipinos and the entire Indonesian, Southeast Asians are really gonna do well. So really strong company to gather your resources. So Filipinos out there, if you're listening, do check out Faces Trader. We've got free classes for you, free Friday classes. If you want a really good deep dive for Grab, I have a deep dive inside the Awesome10X, awesome10x.com. But if you just want surface knowledge, I think this is fine already. You do your digging deep, but it's enough for me to share that it's really one of the easiest things that I'll do over and over. Can I just say that this is the easiest thing that I will do over and over and over again? And I cannot believe actually how lucky we are to even be able to get Grab, even at $40 billion market cap or $50 billion market cap. If it even falls to about $25 billion market cap, I'll be the happiest person in the world. So I don't care what happens tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, or even next year. If I like a great company, I'll freaking marry great companies, period. So Altimeter Growth, I see myself investing in the Alibaba of Southeast Asia, Alibaba and Tencent of Southeast Asia, Anthony Tan, Huiling Tan. And I think it's the same thing when you look at the face, the smile of Masayoshi-san, investing, of course, with Grab, and how he did it with Jack Ma, which is a great entrepreneur. So it's those types of opportunities that I really am happy about. Okay, so when it comes to the Philippines, I'm not really interested so much in the Philippine index because I think the best opportunities for my money, at the very least, is not here. Then again, from a mining perspective, I do think that in the Philippines, there's some activity on the mining related names. So in the top gainers, you could see that, so top traded right now, so APL went up and then went down. So it was just a flip, no? It's not sustainable. Mining lifted moratorium, people went buying it and then buy, sell, no? So that's the thing about the Philippines. It's not quite sustainable. So, but you can see that non-index names, some buyers on it. So you saw Nicolasia, FNI went up. And then you've got your Dito Talco, your BSC, your Merrimart went up. Asen is steady at 7.2, not yet up, but most likely it could go up. But you could see that the market is doing a lot of buying and selling. So in the Philippine markets, it's not quite sustainable. We are still seeing it as a strict trading range. So that's what I could assess in the Philippine market. from a volume perspective, even if LCMA is going up because of the move on the certain metal minings, I do believe in the metal mining sector. What I did was simply go long silver, go long copper, nickel, steel, and all of that. So you could see that it's easily done if you just simply buy into your either open an IBKR account or even buying into your eToro account. With eToro, it's very easy kasi you can just buy nickel, copper, silver, diretso yan, and then some gold. So I did that last night. I went long nickel, copper, gold, silver. So yun. And then of course, you could see that I'm down on my biotech. So wasak yung mga biotech ko. Anyway, that's for, yeah. So, pero okay lang yan. So I really have a chop system. And then eToro kasi doesn't have all the companies. So I have my IPKR for other issues that I like that are listed in eToro. So Philippine markets, I think there's nothing to invest upon. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you have an idea, pero SEB is doing well. Cebu Pacific, SEB CP, 50, 47.5. But I'd argue na we like it, reopening play. But maybe this is actually more of a chance to sell rather than a chance to buy. So let's take a look at your questions, if any. And wanted to invite all of you, if you're Filipino or non-Filipino watching the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and go to our free classes. It's all free inside our Awesome10X YouTube channel. Let's take a look at some questions, if any. Hi, what are your international brokers for the trading uses? I'm using eToro and Interactive Brokers. Those two I've discussed, how Filipinos can open an account and just easy. You can open an account for less than $1,000. But I think I suggest open $1,000. What are your thoughts on Manila Water? Price is now 14.4. Well, there's a lot of buyers at 14 pesos for Manila Water. I think that Manila Water will be similar to your utilities. So if you're interested to get about 3-5% every year, Ayala companies can offer that naman. So I'm okay with these names. 14.30 can even go to about 13 peso, 13.50. But it should stay stable. So for the last 6 months, stable lang naman yan. Stable siya, ayan, tulog lang. I don't see it going up. I don't see it going down. Parang tulog lang yan within a certain range. I'm very bullish on nickel and FNI. Will it continue kaya? Yes, I'm very bullish on nickel. I'm bullish on metals per se. I've been bullish on Nickel Asia, particularly because of the role that it plays on the entire demand for solar and the demand for solar battery storages. Basically, with the trends on electric vehicles, you cannot help but be bullish on Nickel Asia. So from that perspective, I think that even if Nickel Asia is 545 right now, if it ever falls down to about 550, 530, 540, 510, I think there's a buyer. Same thing with FNI. If it goes down to about 2.5, as long as they really ship out those nickel, there's a supply demand issue on the nickel, which is positive. What are your thoughts on DMCI? DMCI is value, pero the problem with it is I always find a transition away from coal a negative thing because of Semirara. So I'm not really bullish. I'm okay, pero it's not like my top idea. I don't really like so much. It could go below 5, and then it could be trapped within that 4 to 6 range for the next couple of months. I don't know. It's just parang maybe it can stay above 5, but at the same time, it's just a diversified conglomerate. Maybe it can go to 7, 6, 7 when the markets reopen. But I don't see an immediate short-term reason for it to go up. What are your thoughts on pure gold? I'm cost averaging at 36 pesos. So here's the thing. I think that in the Philippines, you've got an online shopping war. So you can buy a lot of things online through Shopee, through Lazada, and it's happening as well for GrabMart. And so Pure Gold and SM are going to be the traditional companies that will be asked to pivot, or else they could actually lose on the next 5 to 10 years. As the Filipinos are really happy shopping online, whether they're shopping it through their Viber or they're shopping it straight from Grab, you have to be very aware that I'm not sure if Filipinos are already understanding this. So take a look at GrabMart. What is GrabMart? From fresh produce to laundry detergent, choose from a wide variety. It's more than just snacks. Have your daily essentials delivered to you with GrabMart. It's ingredients for tonight's dinner, or if you just ran out of shampoo, order what you need in just a few taps. So easy to use and stay safe with delivery. You can just make a Grab order. So I haven't really checked the pricing mechanism of how cheap GrabMart is versus Pure Gold, but I think that this is the domination of the everything app. So I would place my money, guys, on Grab. I would place my money on Grab. So I'm not actually interested with the Philippines, if I'll be honest with you. Okay, thoughts on DWC, please. Hotel, Palawan, tourism. So that's the only thing that's very scarce in the Philippines, which is tourist destinations that are world-class beaches. So okay naman. That said, by the way, I don't think that Pure Gold will lose naman kasi Pure Gold is the number one when it comes to supermarkets. And there are people who would always be traditional. Whenever they're buying soap and shampoo, they'd still like to go straight to the supermarket. They'd still love to go to SNR. Like example, my family, I'm pretty sure that they will shop online they'll shop still in SNR. So, but I would say that there is gonna be a market share battle in the next 5 years. And you have to consider that Shopee, Lazada, and Grab are gonna try their best because they've got a lot of money to actually fight your current Pure Gold and SM. So it's interesting. I know that Pure Gold is helping as well through online shopping. They've got they already did that. Yung Sally, they call it Shopping Ally, diba? SALLY. So let's take a look at, kasi like in the US, Amazon and Walmart fought, and Walmart naman wasn't eaten by Amazon Fresh. So hindi siya a bad thing. I actually think that this is a good thing for all consumers because it will force Pure Gold and it will force SM. It will even force your Robinson's Retail. It will even force every retailer to actually shift and give a digital presence to all of their stores. And that's normal. So it will be very efficient actually for Pure Gold to do this over time, understanding the data that their clients want, giving them like an automatic, oh, you like a dozen eggs every week, I'll just deliver it online. That's the Amazon recipe, right? So so whatever GrabMart is doing, Pure Gold and SM can do. It's a matter of whether they'd like to invest, and they have to be all in when they want to do it. They cannot say na half-baked lang. So, yun. So DWC, I think that 4 peso below, 4 peso to 3 peso has some buyers, pero you'd have to wait this out given that it's a play on the revaluation of hotel assets. Not necessarily the hotel reopening. It's the Palawan Boracay asset play. So that's actually what people I think are doing with DWC. It's valuing how much Palawan assets, Boracay assets, Siargao Island, Cebu assets are. And DWC is actually undervalued if you try to value it from a property perspective. Just like actually most property companies in the Philippines are. Banks are just profiting from low interest rates. So it's a trading range in my view. LC would have a trading range. Take note that there will be resistance even if gold is going up. I prefer going long on gold straight, no? So let's take a look at gold. XAU USD. So last night, 1760 actually, no? So ganito lang, guys. If you want to go long gold, instead of putting 50,000 pesos on LC, just go straight na lang to gold spot. You can buy naman straight yan eh. So just open an account. So we tell people to just open online, no? Open eToro and then open Oanda, whatever you want to open. So example, let's say you want to go long gold. Click gold. Kahit $500 lang yan. Okay, I buy 1765. Ganun. $500, I went long on gold. Ayan, times 5 leverage. Tapos lagay mo na yung stop loss mo, matulog ka na lang. Tapos na. It's very simple. I don't need to think much. Now, I think LC is going up because of the view na mining lifted moratorium. Pero I also think that it's because with inflation skyrocketing, metals and mining would be up. So I prefer actually silver. Pero I think that the gold-silver ratio, so parehas yan galaw. With inflation skyrocketing, it should be positive on both. Positive yan dapat on, I want to go strictly in the metal space. So, diretso ka. Actually, in the US, maraming malakas sa mining, PLP, take a look. PLG, Platinum Group Metals. So, pataas lahat ng metals. Ito, boom. Buy ito, di ba? Buy signal, PLG. Palladium, platinum. Mabibili mo lahat to diretso sa eToro. Kaboom mo. Breakout. Breakout. Continuation. Going up. Pati copper, malakas. Philex should actually be doing well. Philex ba natin may copper? Pero copper is doing very well. Actually, weird nga Philex mining didn't go up today, no? Well, nandyan, 5 pesos. Steady naman. Went up already. Pero nag-steady siya sa 5. I think this one is more of buying opportunity. Possible na tong volume na to, nag-flag to. 510 should be okay. Between LC and Philex, I'm not sure kung sino yung mas may reserves. Pero okay naman. Thoughts on MRC? Ano ba meron MRC? Let's see. Di ko alam Let's take a look. But it's not registering on the buy signal. May nangyayari ba? Parang tulog lang. Wala. Unchanged. So I don't see anything. On the global market, is Apple good to buy at 134.5? I think that there are so many opportunities. Apple is stuck in a range. Apple is more on the wearables. So if you like Apple VR headsets and Apple virtual reality front yan, wearables yung laro sa Apple, you won't make a lot of money in Apple I'd prefer going Grab, AGC na lang. There's a lot. Alibaba ka. Tapos kung gusto mo ng mga big caps, Nvidia should be okay. I'm not a fan of Apple at 135, if I'll be honest. So the answer is I'll say no. But it doesn't mean that it will fall. It's just not where my money will go into. Is this a good time to start accumulating CLI, Cebu Land Masters? I still got 80% buying power. CLI, I think, okay naman yung numbers. Good numbers, but the problem in the Philippines is, as you know, wala tayong volume. So, tulog siya. It could go 5 pesos, di ba? Pag nagkataon na the market is just dropping. So, you can see. Pag-usapan natin yung global market stocks in the global market update. So, okay, so kung wala ng questions sa Philippines, I'll answer SunPower later. Pero I'm bullish on SunPower kahit na dinudurog siya sa 26. I bought more actually in my eToro account. Actually, SunPower is $26 and I'm happy to buy more of it So, actually largest position ko, SunPower. $30 ako pero okay lang. I really like the company. So, yun. Significant ako dyan. Yun. Yan yung mga malalaki ko Mali ako dito sa ASXC. Wag niyo akong habulin. Wag niyo akong samahan sa mga mali ko. Pag may mali ako, hayaan niyo lang yan. Mali to BNGO tsaka ASXC, mali ako. Hayaan mo lang, mare-recover ko yan mag-isa. Okay, sige. Thank you very much, guys. See you later. That's as and I like it, don't worry. 720 can go to 6 pesos, but I think that it's okay. Solar energy is where our future will lie. So, of course, it's just consolidating kasi marami nang kumita sa ASEN So, it's possible na natutulog siya, consolidation siya. But no problem. Even if it goes to 7, 6, 650, it's okay. Bye-bye!